Welcome everybody, welcome back to Blaugrana Planet, and today guys, we are gonna be talking about Vitor Roque, because big dilemma after the words from his agent Andre Curie, who really didn't hesitate on pointing out at Football Club Barcelona at Xavi Hernandez for the very low minutes that Vitor Roque played during the current season. Now, knowing that we haven't really won any trophies, well, Vitor Roque is still waiting for his chances. And Andre Curie, in fact, somewhat of I'd say, an agent that has been linked to Barcelona and Bartomeu for many years. If you guys don't remember, well, Andre Curie was earning a salary, a fixed salary from Football Club Barcelona under the Bartomeu era, which Joan Laporta had to cut out. But still we're depending on people like these, Andre Curie, Jorge Mendes, etc. Well, it seems that, of course, he's very concerned that Vitor Roque, his client, is not getting enough minutes, and he hasn't been able to develop in Barcelona, despite coming to the city beforehand in order to get these few minutes and gain adaptation. And Andre Curie is seeing how other players like Fermín López, like Cubarsí, like Lamine Yamal, like even Marc Guiu are getting more minutes than the player that Barcelona signed for 40 million euros. And it is true, guys. Let me give you just a little other side point of view. Is the fact that Vitor Roque is in Barcelona right now because of Xavi's injury, right? Because Xavi's injury gave us the chance to fill up a little bit more space in the financial fair play, and this was the space that Vitor Roque profited, right? Otherwise, Vitor Roque wasn't going to be coming until next season, okay? This was the actual plan, but of course, Vitor Roque ended up coming this season, and his agent, after seeing that he only played 300 minutes, the actual amount is 310 minutes, scoring 2 goals, by the way, in those 310 minutes. Well, of course, Andre Curie raised his concerns. He was giving an interview yesterday, and he said Vitor Roque has to work harder and wait for the opportunity. But there have been many games in which he could have had these minutes and appearances, but he doesn't get minutes. But the most important part, guys, is the fact that Vitor Roque just doesn't understand why Barca signed him. Apparently there's no communication, guys, between the player and Xavi Hernandez, and this is coming straight from the agent, Andre Curie. He continues by saying, got him early to adapt, for him to adapt, and now are considering sending him out on loan. He is confused. He went on to saying, Xavi has never spoken to Vitor Roque, and I don't understand the situation. This is not right. Well, certainly, if what Andre Curie is saying is a little bit concerning. It's a little bit concerning. If you're getting an 18-year-old player that's coming here to develop, that's coming here because Xavi's injury, we have some space in the financial fair play. It's, I know Xavi was asking for a DM, Xavi was asking for a midfielder. I know that. But the fact that, okay, we're not signing a midfielder now. We were signing Vitor Roque, and he can have the chance of coming here 6 months early to adapt. Why not give him the minutes? I know that in many games Vitor Roque would have worked nicely because he's a good player going into the space, and of course he has a lot to learn. How is he going to learn from the bench? How is he going to learn from the bench? Well, I don't know. According to Javi Miguel, a reputable journalist, and according to some people linked to Xavi Hernandez, he says that everything indicates that Vitor Roque will leave Barcelona, either on loan or on a permanent transfer. But look at what Andre Curie, the agent of the player, says. Vitor Roque will not leave Barcelona on loan. If he leaves, it will be a permanent transfer. Things are heating up, guys. Things are heating up with Vitor Roque, and let me tell you, it's not looking great for the player, for the club, and the overall scene that we are creating. Rivaldo, a historic Brazilian Barca player, was also asked about the situation of Vitor Roque today in a promotional event for a sports betting website. They said Vitor Roque has not had enough chances. They are giving only a few minutes to a player who had an excellent in the Brazilian league. Well, he had really good moments in the Brazilian league, and this is what Rivaldo is claiming, right? I mean, why not give the chances to a player that was considerably shining in the Brazilian league? Here in Barcelona, Xavi didn't decide to give him minutes. Of course, Barcelona is in a difficult situation, right? I mean, I understand that it's difficult to give the player minutes, but and when you put Marguiu, he scores a couple goals in 5 seconds. So, of course, there is a lot of competition, but there were games, guys, where Vitor Roque could have played a little bit more. Rivaldo went on saying, a little bit of a critic here to the whole thing. He said, I think Barca have to sell players, make deals, strengthen themselves for next season, because this year was bad and Real Madrid is there, champions of the league and in the semi-finals of the Champions League. This year has been a huge disappointment, goes on Rivaldo. Very, very clear, Rivaldo, I must say, not playing with fire, a lot of respect with Rivaldo, and I think the club needs to accept the critics. I think that Xavi needs to accept the critics too. I think that certainly we needed to give some more chances to Vitor Roque, but of course we don't know what's going on inside the dressing rooms. According to Xavi, we saw Xavi saying I think it was about a month ago. He said that Vitor Roque doesn't understand some concepts of the game, some basic concepts of the game, and according to some sources. They are saying that Xavi Hernandez is criticizing Vitor Roque privately. Very strange, taking into account he's an 18-year-old kid. 18-year-old, man. Imagine you're signed by Barcelona, you're 18 years old. Wow, they'll tell you, you're going to be coming even 6 months in advance because we're going to give you the chance. You go there and you only play 300 minutes in a whole year. In 6 months. Even Marcos Alonso during the whole year played a few more minutes than him, or even Marguiu. So of course he is disappointed. The fact that there is no communication, according to his agent, there's no communication between the player and Xavi Hernandez, makes it even worse. I suffer for the mental health of the player at this point, and I think that in Barcelona we have been not too good, not too kind with the mental health of some players. I remember, for example, Coutinho or Andre Gomez, a lot of critics, towards the players. Even Ferran Torres suffered this. And of course, Sergi Roberto did suffer this a lot too, right? But anyways, moving on, Barca says, from the Barca offices, they assure that the words from Vitor Roque's agent, Andre Curie, will not change anything. This pressure will not make Xavi give him more minutes, nor will it change the club's plans with the player. Well, what are the club's plans with the player? This is what we don't know. This is what's uncertain. What's the player gonna do? People are saying he's gonna be transferred or on loan. What's gonna happen? But then the agent doesn't want the player to go on loan. I'll think the agent has something to say, right? Well, what I would do, guys, what I would try doing is try to cut ties with agents like Jorge Mendes, like Andre Curie. Why can't we, maybe, it's a little difficult to cut ties with Jorge Mendes because he has such a large network. But Andre Curie, man, what's this guy, bro? He's a link to the Brazilian side of football, right? Okay, where is Deco then? What is Deco doing? Wasn't he an agent before that? Well, I hope that we can fix these kind of things, guys. And at the end of the day, Xavi Hernandez is certainly not going through the best moment either, right? Barcelona certainly need to finish in the second position of La Liga. Otherwise, financially, it's not going to be a good deal. We won't be able to play the Super Cup, the Spanish Super Cup, and it would be a huge failure. And this is why Joan Laporta is furious right now with the fact that Barcelona don't depend on themselves to get the second position. Very difficult situation for Barcelona, guys. Today, I'm sorry, I won't be able to do a Q&A session, but I see Ashwin, I see Al Capo, I see Marik, I see many of you guys. Thank you for joining. I see Echwa John says yes. I see Haydar, and I see, if not now, then when. I see Roque'S, I see Max. Guys, make sure to smash the likes, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And now, and as I always say, visca el Barça, visca Catalunya, and see you in the next video.